Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, followed by a moment of silence. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Coming up today on FST News, how can you have some holiday fun? All this and more today on FST News, your eyes and ears around the hill. Today is Friday, December 14th. I'm Kaylee Goodwin. Hope you guys are all feeling relaxed this morning in your PJs, because I know I am. Now, to help you relax this week before your exams, Jana is here to tell you some events going on around the hill. Good morning, Jana.
Good morning, Foothill. My name is Jana Downing, and I'm here to bring you all the happenings here in the Henderson. The Candy Cane Festival kicks off tonight at Heritage Park Aquatic Complex from 6 to 8. The festivities include games in a bounce house, suite, and underwater candy cane hunt. Admission is $5, or you can donate a new or gently used coat to get in for free. But if festivals aren't your cup of tea, the Downtown Recreational Center on Basic Road is showing holiday classics from 6 to 8 tonight as well. Admission is $5 and popcorn is on the house. Coming up this Saturday, Santa will be in town at Whitney Ranch from 10 a.m. to noon. Join Santa and his helpers for a continental breakfast, games, and crafts. It's $8 for ages 3 and up. Or if you like Dancer or Prancer more than Santa, there is a Reindeer Dash, 5K run, and 1 mile walk. Head to Pecos Legacy Park at 9 a.m. wearing a cheerful costume or ugly sweater. The 5K is $25 and the walk is $15. That's all the Henderson happenings for now. Tune in next week to find out how to recycle your Christmas tree and more. For FST News, I'm Jana Downing.
Thanks, Jana. I think I'll take my sister down to have some fun this weekend, but not all fun is this weekend. Some is around the country. Zoe here is to tell us more. Good morning.
Good morning, Kaylee. We all know that feeling. It's the day before Christmas and everybody's rushing to buy and box their presents. Although we would usually call that a Boxing Day, in the United Kingdom the term Boxing Day means something completely different. During the 19th century, Boxing Day was originally a day off for servants. On Boxing Day, servants would receive a Christmas box and go home to their family for the day. And for the name Boxing Day, in Britain, the Christmas box is a name for a Christmas present, hence Boxing Day. Boxing Day is still celebrated in the UK and Ireland right after Christmas, but it's a day to spend with family and friends and to eat up all the leftovers on Christmas Day. Think of it almost as a second Christmas, because who wouldn't want that? Although Boxing Day is stepped into history and tradition with origins that most people wouldn't expect, it now turned into something a little sweeter. Kaylee, back to you.
Thanks, Zoe. It's good to know that a holiday that has lasted for that long stands for something even better. The Good Life Club, Dungeons and Dragons, Robotics Club, and even virtual reality. What do all these clubs have in common? Reed Peterson is here to tell us more. Good morning, Reed.
Thanks, Kaylee. You asked what all of those clubs have in common, and what they have in common is that they are all new clubs this year, but one is newer than all the rest.
I talked to Garrett Lingenfelter about why people should join Robotics Club.
People should join robotics because not only do you get to socialize, but you also get to develop life skills and you get to build fun robots.
Most clubs that start out fresh and new always have a way on how they got started. Gordon tells us how Robotics Club joined the rest of the clubs at the Hill.
Actually, it came to us from the administration. They said that there was a grant coming to the school. We were sponsored by Tesla if we wanted to start this club, so me and Miss Novak started it.
If you're interested in Robotics Club, they meet after school on Tuesdays and Fridays in room 324. Also, if you have any more questions, you can talk to robotics advisors Haley Gordon and Margaret Novak. Kaylee, back to you.
Thanks, Reed. I wish I had some time to join because it sounds so cool. Get ready to battle because Games Club is having a Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Tournament after the assembly today in room 321. To sign up, there is going to be a sheet to sign during lunch to have a guaranteed spot in the tournament. Make sure to show up before 1:35 though, or someone will be able to take your spot. After the break, find out what happened with this week's games and what's on the football field. FST News, your eyes and ears around the hill. We'll be right back.
Start a story. Adopt at theshelterpetproject.org.
I'm Evan Calverley. Onto the field, flag football faced Bishop Gorman on Monday, winning with a score of 12-6. Brooke Lynch, Ronnie Gibbs, Morgan Milton, and Lexi Marquez all scored one touchdown. Inside on the court, boys basketball took on Legacy here at the Hill. On Monday, it was a close game, but they won with a score of 78-71. Jace Rockamore scored 28, Dylan Hushaw scored 14, Colin Russell scored 20, Caleb Stearman scored 11, and Fisher Welch scored 5. Girls basketball also faced Legacy here at the Hill on Monday, crushing them by winning 49-18. Akee Williams scored 7, Rihanna Wallace scored 3, Jalen Johnson scored 2, Maddie Beckham scored 8, Laurel Rockwood scored 13, and Ryan Jenkins scored 10. And don't forget, our wrestling team has a tournament tomorrow at Henderson JV Tussle. The bowling team had a match on Tuesday against Basic, and the boys beat them 1879 to 1740. And today they face Spring Valley at Sunset Station at 3. Good luck. Our flag football team has been doing great this season in spite of what happened at the beginning of the school year. Before their season, they lost one of their amazing coaches, Coach MacArthur. This hit them hard, but in memory of their beloved coach, they honored him with a bench that was placed on the football field. I talked to wide receiver and safety Whitley Brow about how great of a coach he was and how he always kept positivity in the air.
He was a fun coach. He always joked around with us, you know. He had cancer the whole time I knew him, so he'd always joke about his cancer. And I mean, it was kind of weird but funny, and he was just a cool guy to be around.
He was an upbeat person and didn't let himself or others get down on themselves. I also talked to the quarterback Brooke Lynch about how close he was with his players and why a bench was chosen to honor his memory.
Yeah, my family was really close to Coach Scott. He was my first football coach, and he was also my sister's first football coach. He got me into the whole sport, and I played on a travel team with him, and he just taught me a lot about the sport, and him and his family became like really close family friends with us. He was given a bench just because, yeah, he complained about the last bench, and the other bench was like just really crappy, and we wanted to put something in his name and like honor him on the field that he taught so many girls on.
It was a great idea to put a bench down in his name and to show he was a good coach and loved his players. And don't forget that today at lunch, Lacrosse is selling Jimmy John's sandwiches. Make sure to support them by buying a sandwich. That's all the sports for this week. Catch me on Monday, Falcons. Now on over to Reed at the monitor.
Thanks, guys. Robotics Club. So robotics story. That was confusing, right? We had some technical issues, but I'm here again. This year, a couple of clubs came out and have shown the Hill what they have to offer. Virtual reality, Dungeons & Dragons, the Good Life Club, and Robotics Club. Robotics Club has a lot to offer for the new year, even being sponsored by Tesla. We talked to Garrett Lingenfelter about why people should join Robotics Club.
This year, a couple of clubs came out and have shown the Hill what they have to offer. Virtual reality, Dungeons & Dragons, the Good Life Club, and Robotics Club. Robotics Club has a lot to offer for the new year, even being sponsored by Tesla. We talked to Garrett Lingenfelter about why people should join Robotics Club.
People should join robotics because not only do you get to socialize, but you also get to develop life skills and you get to build fun robots.
Most clubs that start out fresh and new always have a way on how they got started. Gordon tells us how Robotics Club joined the rest of the clubs at the Hill.
Actually, it came to us from the administration. They said that there was a grant coming to the school. We were sponsored by Tesla if we wanted to start this club, so me and Miss Novak started it.
Interested in Robotics Club, they meet after school on Tuesdays and Fridays in room 324. Also, if you have any more questions, you can talk to robotics advisors Haley Gordon and Margaret Novak. With that, we're done from the FST News Studio. Head on over to Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to follow us at FST News. Remember to study for your final exams this weekend and don't miss out on the amazing assembly later today. From all of us here at FST News, have a terrific Friday, Falcons.